Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, popular footballer killed in Kingston home invasion. A popular footballer was shot dead and another man injured when gunmen invaded a home on Water Street in Denham Town, West Kingston Tuesday morning. The dead man has been identified as former Boys Town player 40-year-old Rafiq Thomas. The injured man has been hospitalized. Reports are that around 4:40 a.m., armed men entered the house and opened gunfire, hitting both men. Thomas, police said, died on the spot in his bed upstairs. The police said the now injured man received gunshot wounds to his cheek, right palm and left elbow while in bed at the front of the premises. Residents assisted him to the hospital where he is being treated in stable condition. Thomas scored the winning goal that helped the Boys Town win the Championship League last season in the final against the Constant Spring. He has also played for several local clubs including Waterhouse, Harbourview, Tivoli Gardens and Humble Lions. No motive has yet been established for the attack, the police said. Wanted man found hiding in kitchen during St. Mary police operation. A man wanted for arson was reportedly found hiding in a kitchen during a police sting operation in Sandside District, St. Mary on Monday. He is 31-year-old Andre Mackenzie, a construction worker from Sanderside in the parish. Reports indicate that the St. Mary police, along with the members of the Jamaica Defense Force, were conducting an operation in the community around 3 p.m. when the team entered the premises of a two-bedroom board and a concrete structure. The premises was searched and the lawmen reportedly found Mackenzie hiding in the kitchen according to reports. Checks revealed that Mackenzie was wanted by the St. Mary police on charges of arson and other crimes. Mackenzie is accused of setting a section of a house on fire in Zion Hill, Islington, St. Mary in April 2024. The incident was reported to the police after the owner of the house reportedly saw Mackenzie in the yard following the discovery of the fire. Upon seeing the owner, Mackenzie reportedly fled the scene. It is reported that Mackenzie and the complainant were in a relationship that had broken down. He was arrested and taken into custody. 3 other people were also on the premises, however, they were not arrested. Bail extended for medical doctor accused of treating Klansman gangsters. Well-known Spanish Town medical practitioner Dr. Paul Robinson is being accused of being a system doctor who has treated at least 2 members of the notorious St. Catherine-based Klansman gang. Bail for the 65-year-old, who is charged with misprision of felony, was extended when he appeared before the St. Catherine Parish Court this morning. He is to return to court on July 26. Misprision of felony is essentially the failure to report a crime. This morning, the clerk read out the allegations that accuse Robinson of treating gunshot wounds of 2 members of the gang and for providing them with a prescription in 2020. Those members are now in prison. In the meantime, the court is awaiting the submission of the prescription as well as a report from the Ministry of Health and Wellness on Robinson's medical license. The doctor was arrested and charged in April following investigations into his alleged involvement with the gang. He was apprehended at his office on Young Street in Spanish Town. He was released on $100,000 as station bail. Attorneys at law KD Knight, KC, and Matthew Hyatt are representing Dr. Robinson. 23 alleged members of the gang are currently before the Home Circuit Court on various charges, including breaches of the anti-gang law. The alleged leader of the gang, Tesher Miller, is among them. The offenses include murder, conspiracy to murder, robbery, illegal possession of firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition. Policeman ready to resume work after a decade-old court case collapses. A police constable is ready to get back to work after he was freed of a criminal charge that hung over his head for 10 years, his attorney has said. Wayne Hamill was acquitted of wounding with intent in the Trelawney Circuit Court last week after prosecutors offered no evidence against him just before the start of his second trial for the same offense. His attorney, Donovan Collins, said prosecutors disclosed in the court that 2 witnesses in the case have died. He said the prosecutors attempted to pursue the trial by having their statements admitted under Section 31D of the Evidence Act. However, the attorney said he vigorously opposed the move because the issue in this case was one of credibility and it would have been unfair based on the circumstances for the matter to proceed that way. Hamill has been out of his job for over 10 years and he now looks forward to returning to work, as at the time that he was charged for the offense, he was acting in his capacity as a police officer and was defending himself from attack by the complainant, Collins said. The charge stems from the shooting of a taxi operator in Hopewell, Hanover in 2014. A video recording of the incident was circulated on social media. At the end of his first trial on July 1, 2016, Hamill was found guilty and sentenced to pay a fine of $1 million or 3 years in prison. But on March 26, 2021, the Court of Appeal overturned the conviction and ordered a retrial. The Court of Appeal ruled that apart from passing references to Hamill being on duty at the time of the incident, the judge who presided over the trial did not place the required significance on the fact that he was acting in the discharge of his duties when he became embroiled in the altercation and fired his weapon, wounding the complainant. From guard duty to jail cell. A 22-year-old police officer who was on cell guard duty at the Withorn police station in Westmoreland on Saturday was removed from duty and placed in custody at the same lockup after he was allegedly caught trying to smuggle ganja and other prohibited items into the cell block. Arrested and charged with possession of ganja is Constable Jeffrey Cantaloupe, who also resides in Westmoreland. He was one of 3 police officers on cell guard duty at the time of the incident. These are the type of incidents that damage the image of the police in the eyes of the public. You cannot be on the side of the lawful and the lawless at the same time, a police officer told the news in the aftermath of the incident. Over the weekend, we seized an illegal firearm and a quantity of ammunition. That should have been the news coming out of the parish at this time, not another case of a policeman being arrested for foolishness, the lawman added. According to reports, about 2:40 p.m. on Saturday, Cantaloupe was reportedly seen entering the cell block with a black plastic bag, which aroused the suspicion of a corporal who was observing his actions from some distance away. The corporal reportedly called out to Cantaloupe and subsequently went and took the bag from him. On examining the contents, it was found to be laden with contraband. The items reportedly found in the bag were 40 Craveny cigarettes, 1 transparent water bottle with a clear liquid smelling like rum, 1 transparent plastic bag with 2 packs of Lion Pride white cigarette rolling paper, 3 King brand lighters, 1 blue and white flow SIM card, and 10 ounces of dried vegetable matter resembling ganja. Reports of police officers breaching protocol and taking forbidden items to incarcerated persons have surfaced repeatedly over the years. While the authorities have frowned on the practice, it has continued as the police officers are reportedly handsomely paid for taking the risk. At the Montego Bay police station in Freeport, which has had a long history of unethical behavior by police officers, including being accused of helping inmates to escape custody, a police officer was arrested in January after he was also caught with contraband and cash believed to have been sourced illicitly in his possession. According to reports, the 28-year-old constable, who was seated in his car, which was parked on the compound of the police station, was searched along with his vehicle. Thousands of dollars and some contraband were reportedly found. He was arrested and charged. Campbell blasts the government for a string of constitutional breaches. People's National Party General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell is lambasting the Andrew Holness government for what he has described as a dismal record of achievement plagued with constitutional breaches. Dr. Campbell argues that the government has been actively undermining Jamaica's constitution to benefit its agenda. He referenced the 2015 case, which involved the Supreme Court ruling that Prime Minister Holness, who was the then opposition leader, acted unconstitutionally when he used the pre-signed letters to remove then Jamaica Labour Party Senators Arthur Williams and Dr. Christopher Tufton from the upper house. Adding to his claims, he cited the implementation of states of public emergency where the government started to scrape up people and just lock them up without a charge and without a bail. He also recounted that some aspects of the national identification system were found to be unconstitutional after the opposition took the matter to court. Dr. Campbell said in light of this and other instances, he has very little trust in Prime Minister Holness and the Constitutional Affairs Minister Marlene Malahou Fort. He was speaking during the Tollgate Division annual conference in Clarendon on Sunday.
Strike number 2 was when them decide that them are going to put the Chief Justice of the country on probation. Strike number 3, they put in a state of emergency and then start creep up people and just lock them up without charge and without bail. And guess who? No other person than Marlene Malahou Fort said that they're going to abridge, abrogate, and infringe on some of your rights. You don't remember them something, and that's why people can't come style with about this is the best government. This is the worst government in the history of the country. I will tell them about the problems in our needs, and then don't listen. And when we go to court, the court said this bill is unconstitutional. Try number 4 that God.
Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.